Everybody. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Eric Altman, sales engineer here at Vodia. Today, we're going to be joined by Cloudco partner. We'll be talking about some exciting new opportunities for you to leverage the Vodia Cloudco partnership to get a complete VoIP package for your customers, PBX, hosting, and SIP trunking, which also includes business SMS, MMS. We're going to not go through PowerPoint slides today. We're going to do more of a panel kind of discussion. We do have a chat window on the side, so please ask questions as we go along. We'll either answer them right there on the spot as we're talking, or as we're going through this, we'll be answering those in the chat window. So again, don't be shy. Feel free to ask questions at any time during the presentations here. We're going to be joined by Dan Kosowski from Cloudco, but we're going to get started with Vodia. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Kyle Asbury to get started. Kyle?
So everyone, without further ado, the premise of today's session is to really talk about, the landscape of the cloud PBX marketplace and how that relates to you guys as resellers and partners, either with Cloudco or with Vodia or collectively, and why it makes sense to use a provider like Cloudco when bundling your services. So, guys, what we're seeing today in the marketplace is really the big players really just absorbing the market and kind of the Pac-Man approach, and they're just taking over, your customer base, customers that you've sold services to for many years in some cases. And the reason we partnered with Cloudco, because we had the same mentality, is empowering our partners to be their own relevant player. And it's all about staying relevant today. Selling into another brand, ultimately you lose control of your customers. And at the end of the day, they're no longer your customers. So all that data belongs to that provider. And with our relationship with Cloudco, you keep your customer base. We empower you to bundle your own solutions and to stay relevant. And that's the key message. And what I want to really drive home today is that, these players, why give away your margin? Don't give away your margin. Be the stakeholder in your own business. It's interesting. I met a guy at the IT Expo in Miami 2 weeks ago. I don't know if any of you guys made it down to the show. But a guy was there, just happened to coincidentally, bump into him. And, I asked him, I said, what brings you here? And he said, I've been selling into the medical field for 20 years. And through acquisition, I'm no longer selling, my services. It's somebody else's. And it's not my logo on those phones. It's somebody else's. And that's just, you can't build a business around that. So, those customers need to be able to call you as their trusted advisor. You need to bring back that business and take ownership of your customers and provide value. And that's where the Vodia Cloudco relationship makes sense. We allow you to brand your own PBX with your logo, and you can customize everything. It's important that these other providers, it's important for you to know is that these other providers, you're not really a partner. You're more so an agent. And for some, it's okay. If you want to be a reseller agent, that's fine. You want to make a little margin, and voice isn't really, a big piece of your portfolio. But we're speaking to the providers that want to really make a serious move in this industry and again stay relevant. It's important that you build your own brand and keep that margin yourself. So I'll let Dan from Cloudco kind of jump in here. It's a good segue to kind of just speak on the services they provide that make it possible for you guys to really keep your customers and really build a model for success, rather than, supporting somebody else and giving the market share away. So if you're ready to take a trial after this session, you can email me directly. I can give you a 60-day license that you can try or you can actually email Dan for a license for a 60-day trial. He'll put that up on an instance for you and let you try it out. And yeah, we can really help you. We're going to provide you with migration support as well as any support needed along the trial. We're here to make sure that you guys succeed and not give your business away to these other providers where you won't see, where you work too hard to maintain, a level of customers, and we're going to help you keep them. So without further ado, Dan, thank you guys.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, thanks a lot, Kyle, for the introduction. But first of all, thank you, everyone, for joining today's webinar. I know time is tight, so I really appreciate everyone carving out some time for us today. For those of you who don't know, my name is Dan Kosowski. I'm the Business Development Manager with Cloudco Partner. I'll start off with a little bit about us in case of those of you who are not familiar. We at Cloudco are a channel and partner-focused cloud solutions distributor. We specialize in hosted VoIP solutions and general IaaS as well. So we don't only just offer like a turnkey hosted Vodia solution, which is really our bread and butter, but we give you all the complementary solutions around that to really build a VoIP offering. We do SIP trunking, fully supported porting, compliant cloud call recording, endpoint management, and then of course we can do white label billing to take the tax calculation and remittance burden off of you to really just let you enter the market and just start capitalizing on some of those opportunities without worrying about how to put all the pieces together from multiple different sources. We're really a one-stop VoIP solution. So we at Cloudco have no minimum commitments or long-term contracts of any kind. Everything we do is strictly month to month. So we really don't give you a burden of a long-term commitment. It really just allows you to hit the ground running. And really our biggest value add is our fully supported solution. So everything that you do comes with full support, including Vodia. We do have a long relationship with Vodia, a great relationship with Vodia. And all of our engineers here have experience in the solution. We support the solution. And like I said, give you that real turnkey infrastructure so that we can kind of control your support from end to end. You really don't have to go to a bunch of different places looking to nail down where your issue is coming from. You're coming to one person. You have a personalized kind of partner in your business venture to really make sure that you guys are capitalizing on those opportunities. So I guess that's the Cloudco piece of it. And any questions, I guess, from the crowd about maybe some Vodia features or maybe something that Kyle can jump in and kind of help me out with too. But I guess I'll leave the floor open from there for any questions you guys have about Cloudco and Vodia itself.
The chat window. So if anybody's got anything, any questions about Cloudco, Vodia, the relationship, how y'all fit in, feel free to type something over in the chat window and we'll get to it right away.
Yeah, guys. And again, if you guys want to test the solution, please reach out to Dan at Cloudco Partner. Dan, if you want to type your email in the chat there. If you guys want to test Vodia and the Cloudco solution, please do feel free to reach out to Dan. I can honestly tell you if there's a world record for response time, Dan definitely wins that trophy. So you're in good hands, guys. And again, guys, we have a lot of happy customers using the solution. We want you to build your own brand and create value for your customers, because again, that's what they require, and maintain that relationship. And that's what the Cloudco and Vodia partner will do for you. We answer a lot of issues in that regards.
Appreciate the compliment, Ash. Yeah, Ash is a great partner of ours. We've been working with for a long time. Ash is a great use case as someone who came along and then we really help hone in how their VoIP offering works, and now he's just looking to explore some different solutions, and that's what we do at Cloudco, especially with the Vodia solution. We can don't let it feel like it's I'm used to product A for so long, how would I even know where to begin? That's where we fill in the gaps. We
absolutely
come in, show you the solution, show you how it differentiates from the other things you may be using today. Vodia really is an awesome PBX solution with the way that you can white label it. Kyle touched on that earlier in the presentation, but that's really one of the biggest things that separates it from the crowd, that you literally can put your business stamp. It becomes your product. And it's not just something that's kind of patchwork with Vodia. It's absolutely encouraged and baked into the software. So if you guys ever have questions about, hey, how is the features compared to what I'm using now, pricing and compared to what I'm using now, that's what I'm here for. Like I said, I welcome an email anytime. Start that dialogue, and maybe Kyle, you can give a a couple of examples of some, really highlight the features of Vodia, some of the things that kind of make it separate out.
Yeah. So, I mean, with the, we like to look at the Vodia. I mean, I've been here 3 years. I do come from a telephony background for about 20 years now. So I'm kind of an old hat, and features are a lot of times going from manufacturer to manufacturer. There's a lot of similarities. However, we like to call ourselves the Swiss Army knife of the PBX world. I mean, when it comes to features and functionality, I haven't personally seen another PBX that has such granular feature sets. It's really crazy. I mean, you can really make the thing dance. But some of the highlights is definitely MS Teams. We know they've grown, they've doubled in size in the past year. Last year they were 70 million users. Now they're 140. So it's insane. So we were the first to come out with a Microsoft Teams integration. So you would have the ability to actually test that too if you request a trial from Dan. Can I download and test it in my tester? Absolutely. You can get a key from Dan, Asher. So you can just reach out to Dan, and he'll cut you over a key, and then we can get you set up. But yeah, Teams, guys, we have the full suite of the apps. So there's a lot. I mean, we definitely we were 5G ready from day one. We've been around since 2005. We are the pioneers of the multi-tenant, one of the first to do it, actually the first. And on top of that, our CEO was the founder of Snom, so invented the first IP phone. So there's a lot of history. There's a lot of history that goes behind the Vodia. There's been a couple of iterations. I'm sure some of you are familiar with Snom. So he the first rollout was the Snom 1 PBX, the little appliance, and then PBX and SIP, and now Vodia. But yeah, strong history. It's definitely a robust system. And again, our whole idea here is to empower you guys to create your own package and to stay relevant in the industry, and maintain that level of a relationship that your customers require. So we make it easy. Again, we do migration support, deployment support. If there's a feature that seems relevant to you and your customer, and it's not quite there today, we could always look at that and see where you're at. It might be the difference of bringing on an additional 5,000 extensions or whatever. So we're definitely open to those cases. The point there is we listen to our partners. As Dan mentioned earlier, they're 100% channel. So are we. The last thing we want to do is call your customers like the competition will do, right? You want to see your logo on your customer's desk. That's what they need to see. We're not going to move the goalpost, as Hamlet mentioned. That's correct. So I can have one instance hosted with Cloudco.
Yeah, I'll take that one over, Kyle. Ash, yeah, it's a great point. You can have one cloud server running, and Vodia, the way it's built out, your customers on there are separated by domain. So it's one hosted one hosted server, one PBX on there, all of your customers separating out on that one single pane of glass by domain. So you scale up the resources as you add customers on. So yeah, you keep everybody under one umbrella, one server, only allocating the compute resources that you need as you're scaling up with it. So it's a great question, and that is correct.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And what this, guys, I mean, in my 3 years and bringing partners on board, I'm seeing customers come on board, and Dan sees it too. And we preach this every day. These guys are starting with maybe 10 customers with 100 extensions. And then, 6 months later, they have 3,000. We just make it so easy to turn a customer over on the multi-tenant. You have your small 4 or 5 phones. You add that. I mean, these customers just add up. I mean, we have customers that have, entire franchises of pizzerias and restaurants. I mean, these small 4 or 5 phone opportunities where other manufacturers will say, hey, look, kick rocks, right? And, hey, we welcome that. That's what the multi-tenant allows you to do. It allows you to achieve small wins and then really make really significant margin, especially when you're bundling your own package. That's where it makes sense. And you keep that that margin yourself, so you can start small. And we have customers that have been with us since day one that are now millionaires. True story. They're millionaires off Vodia. And leveraging the fact that, hey, look, they've built their own brand. This is their company. That's who their customers rely on. And if they started off with the smaller guys where other competitors don't even want to look at you. So, keep that in mind. It's rock solid, the solution. And again, the partnership with Cloudco, look at us, look at Vodia like the hub, right? And then Cloudco is the spokes. We're the hub, and then Cloudco is going to come in and offer the turnkey, the turnkey solutions around it to allow you to really offer a great package for your customers without the worry of billing or provisioning. Really take that load off of you. But the important
thing point, Kyle. That's exactly what I was saying.
To maintain control of your customers. You're not giving your customer database away to the guys, the big guys. I think we all know who we're talking about here, but that's just the reality. So if you want to stay relevant, you need to sell your own brand. So guys, we're happy to help out. If you have any questions, please do ask. We're always available via email or phone. And we'll train you guys. We'll train you guys to get you up to speed, get you confident on the platform as well.
Actually going to add into the conversation is that was what I was alluding to earlier in kind of the introduction of Cloudco. Is that's one of our big value adds is we never want our partners to feel not confident in the solution that they're selling. That's obviously our first and foremost goal. Is whatever solution you're working with, Vodia, of course, we're going to train you up on it. We'll have an initial onboarding session, get you used to the platform. You're never on your own in the dark, so that you just get frustrated with it and you don't feel confident in selling it, because you're only going to be as good selling the solution as confident as you are providing it. So we provide that support not only just on hey, I can't get my ring group to work the right way, but really getting you guys up to speed on the solution, so you really can grasp the true power of it.
Absolutely, great point, Dan.
All right, guys, I'm going to put my email again in the chat, and I really do say this, and I really do mean it. I welcome an email anytime. If you guys have a question, just an inquiry, hey, anything, you want to compare apples to apples on a solution, you want to get a trial key going, you want to just see a demo, please feel free to email me. Jared also put in the sales at Vodia. That could be also good for general inquiries on the solutions as well. But I will definitely get you your keys, everything. You guys can ask me anything you need. And again, I'll kind of just leave the chat floor open to any questions you guys may have of me and maybe Kyle or Vodia.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, so we're going to wrap this up, guys. If there's no further questions, we'll wrap it up in a couple minutes. And again, we thank you for your time today. And as Dan stated, we're always here and we always listen to our partners. If you need some training, we're here to get you set up and comfortable with the solution, so you can start making some crazy margin.
You can always call us as well. This is a great opportunity for everybody out there. Even if you're already selling the single tenant, to move this to multi-tenant and hosted, great progress for you guys. So appreciate everybody's time. Email us if you have any other questions, and I thank you and have a great day.
Likewise, thanks a lot for the time, guys, and you have a good one now.